What's up, everybody? Kinetic here, and welcome back to Vikings Wolves of Midgard. I've been on extended leave from wanting to make more Vikings Wolves of Midgard videos, and the primary reason for that is because I was just as shocked as you guys to find out about what the situation was with New Game Plus here in Vikings. Calypso, the developers, were kind of tight-lipped about what exactly happens when you go into New Game Plus for whatever strange reason. Maybe they just didn't feel like explaining it to people, I don't know. So that left most of us to just imagine that, well, okay, New Game Plus means New Game Plus like it usually does in games, right? You got all your progression from the previous difficulty, you jump into a new difficulty, and then you keep going. But then, shortly after the release of Vikings Wolves of Midgard, we found out the unfortunate choices made in New Game Plus for Vikings Wolves of Midgard, and that you lose all of your village rebuild progress, you lose all of these stat bonuses that you got from leveling up your character, and you lose all of your gear. Now, I've never ever heard of a game that wipes your progress like that. The only thing you could keep when going into New Game Plus for Vikings is you get to keep all of the gifts, right? So your build progress, like all of the gifts that you unlock, passive and active skills and stuff like that, that you kept. But all your gear, stats, and village progress, gone. And so as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm not playing this game. Lots of people's reactions I noticed from reading forums and Steam discussions and stuff like that. People were like, I just lost all motivation to play this game. The good news is that as of, I think, just yesterday, they have patched the game, they've taken all that feedback into consideration, and now you will keep your gear when you go into New Game Plus, and you will keep your stat upgrades. So this still leaves out your village progress, but that is not nearly as important, you know, or valued to the players as their gear and their stat progression, of course, right? I still think it would be nice to keep the village progress. Maybe they will change that in the future, maybe they won't. That's just not that much of a priority, though, compared to other things that they could change for Vikings Wolves of Midgard. They are still working on patching very regularly to fix things like bugs. If you were bummed out about a bug that was bothering you here in Vikings, chances are it's been patched, especially progression hard, you know, bugs that were in your way maybe for progression. Chances are that those have been fixed. So Calypso, the developers, are pretty dedicated, I would say, to improving the core game as it is. They are not revealing any plans as of yet for new content, for new game features, for endgame or anything like that. I think it's a good chance that they will. I just don't know. But right now, yeah, their focus, and I would say rightly so, is fixing the core game as it exists right now. And probably the biggest thing now that a lot of people want to have changed about Vikings Wolves of Midgard is the loot system. I was under the impression that things were a bit randomized. Some things seemed scripted, but some things seemed randomized. But it seems that a lot of the important drops, like the legendary items and things like that, I do those, and pretty much all of them seem to be scripted drops, even though I wasn't 100% sure about that. Seems I was opening some chests and I was getting some really nice items out of there. But anyway, the argument now is, okay, now that you guys have done that, please, you know, try to mix up the pool, make it random, add some new items and stuff like that, so that way we can make loot hunting fun, right? The way that it should be normally in ARPGs. So I'm really happy about these changes. Happy enough to now come back to the game. Like I said, after hearing that situation with New Game Plus, I was like, there's no way I can tolerate that. I didn't even know what to say. Like, I wanted to make a video and say something to you guys. I didn't know what to say, though. I was just like, they're gonna fix it. They have to. I mean, there's no way they would be foolish enough to leave it as it is, with so many people saying, you know, that this is terrible, you've got to change New Game Plus and stuff like that. So I'm really relieved, you know, because I want to play the game more, and I'm relieved for them, and I'm relieved just for the whole situation, for everybody, that they went ahead and made those changes, and I hope that they will. I think that they will continue to work on it and improve the game. They seem, like I said, very dedicated to doing that. Something happened also while while all of this was going on. I was actually getting called out. Like, some people I guess they didn't realize that I've been participating on the Vikings Steam page, for example, since way before. I had the pre-order way before I had actually gotten the offer to make some sponsored videos for the game. I'd been active in talking to the devs, pre-ordered the game and stuff like that. And so when I saw people dropping my name, like, yeah, guys like Kinetic GTR, he sold me on this lie of how good Vikings is, and it turns out it's a terrible game and stuff like that. And I was like, hold on, I didn't know anything, okay? I didn't know anything at all about, Endgame or New Game Plus. I mean, in hindsight, I regret that I didn't push to see exactly what New Game Plus had to offer. It was just, it was a very difficult thing to do, though, because I play so many different games on my channel. I don't focus on any one game because I like to keep a variety of things for viewers, right? And for myself. Like, I also really need to be able to play, like, multiple games at a time. I can't really focus on any one game, so... when people saw my response to that, which should still be available there somewhere on the Steam discussion page, people came back and they were kind of apologetic for, the kind of accusatory, is that a word? It is now. Accusatory tone that they had, that I was hiding things, or that I was deliberately trying to deceive them, or something like that. It's completely far from what I would ever do for you guys. If I'm actually enjoying the game, that is how I'm going to display my attitude about it, regardless of sponsorship or anything like that. I will definitely call out, and I have in the past, games that have, like, dodgy things, about their features or whatever. So if I had known about the New Game Plus situation and the reality of it, I would have definitely come out and said, warning guys, here's the situation with New Game Plus. You're going to lose all your gear, you're going to lose all your stats, etc., etc. But I can't tell you what I don't know. You know what I mean? So, anyway, it's all good now, I feel like, for New Game Plus. We can move forward now with comfort and confidence that we'll keep our progress for the most part now. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more patches and improvements to Vikings. I think that this game really does have a lot of potential. Is it as good as other established ARPGs like Grim Dawn, Diablo 3, Path of Exile, or, Torchlight, Marvel Heroes, and stuff like that? It's really going to come down to your personal taste. I often say that. Depending on what you're looking for in an ARPG, you may be looking for lots of content, lots of social interaction, lots of story, or something like that. Vikings offers a lot of story, definitely. So it's got that part down. Now we just need to see it improve the rest of the core features, the things that really should just be standard, I think, in ARPGs, like good New Game Plus progression, good loot pools and stuff like that, and good reasons to go back out to, maybe previous areas or missions or something like that, and farm enemies. There's a lot of work to be done, but like I said, I still think that Vikings has a lot of potential. So basically what I'm just doing now, that I'm back to playing the game, is I need to continue my story progression. I left off at the point where I needed to upgrade my longboat to access the next mission, so I'm gonna have to come back here and farm some of these missions for materials. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know the good news. Also give you, if you're wondering like how I really felt since the release of the game, how I felt about the game and kind of what's happened since then. There you go. Now you're kind of caught up. I would like to do more Vikings content here. Definitely want to talk about big changes and improvements that they make to the game. Hopefully some new content, updates will come out that I can talk about and we can have fun with. And yeah, keep it up, guys. Thanks for all the support, not just for Vikings, but for the channel as a whole. This has been a really good year so far, and I'm really hoping to continue to push and deliver to you guys the best ARPG content that I possibly can with all of these different games. Until then, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Click the like button to support Vikings Wolves of Midgard here on the channel, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.